In this video, we'll take a look at the latest updates for running in the workout app for the Apple Watch. I have the latest public betas as of August 2022. So once you have the big iOS 16 update, you should be able to get this also. Bear in mind also that this will make the Apple Watch one step closer to what you can do on a Garmin Forerunner, for example. So we're in the workout app, and it's not a lot of change from this. We're going to scroll down to our outdoor run, and what we're going to do, we're going to tap on the three dots. Now if you wanted to do this type of run, which is a 30-minute run, we can just tap anywhere on the square and then we would start the workout. But we're going to tap on the three dots to get into the options. First thing, we have a filtered list. So we have our suggested workouts. I can change it to goal-based, and I can also set it to all, or I can just set it to suggested. So here we have some suggested workouts for the outdoor run. We have time workout. So we see that it's set for 30 minutes. We also have a pacer, which is a 30-minute run, or try to do 5 kilometers at 30 minutes. So that's an interesting kind of workout. We also have an open run. So this is pretty much the workout that we had by default for the longest time on the workout app, which is just an open run. And then we would have a distance run. So this is set for 1 kilometer or 1,000 meters. We also have a calorie run with a goal. And then we have some of the new custom workouts available. We see we have a few workouts already created for us. We have an 8x400 repeats. We also have 6x800 repeats. We have 1 mile repeats. And we have 1 minute hill repeats for your hill training. And then we have custom 5-on-5s. So if you want to go in and take a look at each of these details, all you have to do is tap on the little pencil. And you can see for the 5x5s, we have a 10-minute warm-up. And then we have a loop 5 times, or a repeat of 5 times, 5 minutes of running, 3 minutes of recovery. And we have a 5-minute cool down afterwards. So we can actually create our own custom workout for running. So let's do a straight one. If you're doing running, let's do a standard 10’s, which is not listed here. So we can create our workout, and we're basically going to choose the type of workout. So we can see here, we're going to choose a custom workout. And first step, whether or not we want to do a warm-up. We can either skip the warm-up, or we have a time base. So I like to have a little bit of a warm-up on time, and I go back, and you'll see it'll default to 10 minutes. Actually, I want to go back in. I'm going to scroll down, and actually I'm going to adjust this to 5 minutes. 5-minute warm-up. Do I need an alert? Meaning, do you want to stay with a certain pace, heart rate, cadence, all that? So we won't have an alert for this one. So there's our warm-up. Now we're going to add a step. Now we're going to add a work, which is our run. We're going to do a time-based run, and we're going to do our 10 minutes of running. Now for this type of running, you may want to add another step, which we'll add here in a second. So let's add another step. We're going to add a recovery. We're going to add another time, and then we're going to add our 1 minute of walk. Now I'm going to go back to my 10, because one thing I didn't show here at the bottom is the alert. And of course you can delete the interval if you want to reset it. But let's say during this type of run, I want to maintain a certain heart rate. If I want to do, like, for example, zone 2, if I'm doing something like that, I can set it for heart rate, for example. And then from there, I can go in and then scroll down, and I can choose my heart rate zone. This is based on the data that's from your health app on your iPhone. So you can set that up too. So zone 2 is perfect for that. All right, so now we have a 10-minute run with an alert. We have a 1 minute recovery. And now I want to loop this a number of times. I'm going to tap on add. I'm going to choose repeats, and I'm going to choose which steps in my workout I want to do a repeat. So I said I want these two as part of my loop. Tap next, and I'm going to repeat this 10 times. And there you go. I have my repeat block. Inside my block, I have a running 10 minutes with an alert, and then I have a 1 minute walk, and that's it. So I can add another step if I wanted to, or I can add a cool down. Again, I can go in, I can set up a time, distance. Here I might choose distance cool down. It's set at 1,000 meters. Let me scroll down here and let me adjust this to something a little shorter. Let's do something just a little bit shorter. Something like that. Right? And again, same thing. I want to maintain the pace, heart rate, cadence. I can do this too. All right, so now once that is done, we can create a title. And now we can either write it on the screen or we can use the dictation. 10’s. Good enough for me. And there you go. And now I can create the workout. And now my workout is created. So now next time I want to go into the outdoor run, I can choose my custom 10 and run, and then now I can tap it. And then from here I can start my custom activity. And now a part of the latest updates is that you have a whole bunch of new watch faces when you're doing these runs. You have this type of watch face. You can scroll down. You can get a different run pace, heart rate. You get a nice heart rate zone tracker now. And what else? You get your rings here, and you have elevation. So you got a lot of more info. You can scroll through the screens. You're still able to access your music controls over here, and then you can swipe over here to either pause or end the workout. I'm gonna end it, the workout. Now let me go back into this workout. All right, I went out for a run, I tried it out. Oh, I forgot to do something here. Let me go back into that. If I wanted to go in, and I wanted to adjust those screens that I saw. Well, I go to the workout, I scroll down to the bottom. You can see that I can either start, delete the workout, but you have something called workout views, which is all your watch faces. So I can go in here, edit my views, and now you can go in and check out the metrics, metrics 2. You see the little slider if you want to include these metrics. You have the heart rate zones, and you have your splits. Right, you can see whether or not it's available. You got segments, and you got elevation. I don't want elevation. I can turn that off. Power, I don't need that. Activity rings, maybe I'll want it, maybe not, but I'll turn it off. And for the heart rate, you can see here, it can be changed in settings. I want to keep that, and this is the default view. So I can actually go in here. So for some of these other ones like metrics, you can go in with the pencil, and then you can tap and change any of the fields that you want based on this. So you can play around with based on your workout, you may want only certain fields to look at, right? And then you can do it that way. So now we have adjusted our views, right? So now we have these 3 views. So now we're good to go. So there you go. That is quickly some of the changes for the outdoor run on the workout app on your Apple Watch. This should make it a little bit closer than a Garmin Forerunner. Probably the only thing that you're missing, of course, is battery life. But finally, we can create some custom workouts.